Good morning, second grade math students. It's great to be with you today. How are you doing? And I'm here to do another lesson with you. And the lesson we're doing today is 910, and it's on page 413 in your workbook. And I've written out the I can statement for you, and let's read it together. I can look for patterns to help me solve problems. And you've been doing a lot of great work with place value and numbers in base 10, and you've done a lot of great work this school year. So 9-8 and 9-9 should have went pretty fast for you. And today we're going to be looking at numbers and comparing them and putting them in order, either from least to greatest or from the greatest to least. And that will be our vocabulary for today. And the vocabulary is least, and that's a smaller number. Okay, means less. That will be the smaller one. Okay, and greatest, which means greater, is linked connected to the word greater, and it means more or the most, the biggest. Okay, and we're looking for patterns that can help us. Okay, and a pattern is something that repeats, right? So if you have your place value chart, that would be great. Get that out, your book, and you're on page again 413. It's the last lesson in this unit, and it's in this unit, and it's called it's a problem-solving lesson. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. You need your whiteboard and your marker as well. I'll put the I can statement behind me so you can see it. And it says the solve and share, sort the numbers 500, 800, 600, 400, and 700 from least to greatest. So I'm going to draw a number line to help me from the least to the greatest. So this would be less and this would be more. Okay, and they say 500, so we could put 500 here. And then it goes out of order, 800. Okay, and then it goes out of order again, 600, 400, and 700. Okay, so if we organize those and we look for some patterns, ask yourself, what patterns are we noticing? Which place value, remember what I taught you yesterday, which place value do you have to look for to be able to put these in order? Okay, so we're starting with 500. Is that the least? I don't think so. Our least would be 400. So 400 would go here. And then the next one would be 500. And then the next one would be 600. The next one would be 700. The next one would be 800. And we have put them in order. And what were the patterns that we saw? What are we counting by? We're counting by 100. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn the page. Oh, and first it says thinking habits. Are there things in common that help me? Is there a pattern? How does it help? And we have the guided practice. The yellow team is sorting their uniforms, and they all have numbers. Sort the jerseys from least to greatest. So we're still working from the smallest one to the biggest one. I should put the biggest here instead of most. Smallest to biggest, smallest to the greatest. Okay, and we have, not sure what happened to myself. We have the numbers 420. So write 420, 440. We have 410, and then 430, and then there's a blank one with a question mark. And I don't know what that means yet because I haven't read it all. The yellow team is sorting their uniforms. Sort the first 4 jersey numbers from least to greatest. Look for a pattern in the sorted jersey numbers. What is the pattern rule? And that's what they want in that last one. Right, so we're going to go to our place value chart, and we're going to think about, where is it? That's loud. Which place value do we have to go to? Well, we have 420, 440, 410, and 430, and those are all in the 400s. So the hundreds are all the same. They're all equal. Okay, 420, 440, 410, and 430. And so then we go to the tens, and we see that the first number has 2 tens, the second number has 4 tens, the third number has 1 10, and the last number has 3 tens. So we're going to put these into order by the tens. We're not even going to think about the ones right now. Okay. So let's go ahead and see which one is going, based on that pattern, the tens, which one will be first. Well, this one's going to be first because it is the 410. It is the least. Then which one's going to be next? And we go to the tens. Oh, it's going to be this one. So we put that one next. And then we're going to go to the next 10. And we're starting to see the pattern develop. And then the last one. So we can predict that the next number is going to be 450, the next uniform. So the pattern we're seeing is increasing by tens. Okay. Let's go to the independent practice and do number 4 together, and then I'm going to let you be off and do the rest on your own. I wish I had my sock. Over the back. It says break the problem into smaller parts to solve. Use hundreds, a hundreds chart, we have that, a number line, a place value chart if you need to. The blue team wants to sort their jersey numbers from greatest to least. So now we're doing it different. We're starting with the greatest number. And after they sort the numbers, what number would come next? So let's go ahead and write it. 418, 218, 518, 318, and then what comes next? So we can go back to our place value chart and write the numbers in here. 418, 218, 518, and 318. So we're looking at the hundreds first, and we see that all the hundreds, all the hundreds digit in each number is changing. Okay, and we're not going to look at the other two yet. So we're going to put them in order by the hundreds digits. And we're going to start with the greatest. So which number was the greatest? The 5. The 518. And then we're going to look and we're going to see that the 418 is the next one down because we're minusing. And then we're going to do 318, and I believe there's a 218. And now, based on this pattern, we can go to the next tens and ones, and we see that they're all 18s. What's the pattern? And we're figuring out that the pattern is minusing by 100. And so the next number is going to be 100 less, 118. So when you are organizing the numbers in order from least to greatest, or from greatest to least with minusing, When you're doing least to greatest, you are increasing. And when you do from greatest, like we just did, to least, when you're doing least to greatest, you're plussing, you're adding. And when you're doing greatest to least, you're minusing. You're taking away. Okay? So that's important when you're ordering it. And the other thing that's important is to look at which place value is decreasing. Is it the hundreds that's decreasing? Is it the tens that's decreasing? Is it the ones that's decreasing? And then you'll know what to minus by. Or the other way, which place value is increasing? Is it the hundreds place value that's increasing? The tens? Or the ones? Okay, so there's multiple steps and multiple things to figure out. You just have to organize it into your steps to figure out which is the most important to do first. That will help you get your second answer. And that's how you do two-step problems. You solve the first most important thing, and then that'll help you solve your next one, your next answer. All right, and so that's it for today. I can look for patterns to help me solve problems. And after you're done with this lesson, please take the Unit 9 test and be ready for Unit 10 tomorrow. Okay, or Monday, based on when you are going to view this video. Okay, have a great rest of your day.